Good morning, I'm Maribel Rodriguez and welcome to The Balancing Act. Today we'll show you a revolutionary new medical device that may help millions suffering from asthma. Plus, when is a python the perfect pet? What about a frog? See why reptiles can bring out some big smiles. And it's time to kiss and tell. An expert explains all about the perfect kiss. Those stories and much more coming your way today on The Balancing Act. Well, it's time today to face the facts. Whether you want to or not, our environment is in trouble. We're all busy and stressed, but if we don't each help clean up our environment, we won't have one to live in, and staying busy won't even matter. Here to talk about some easy solutions to staying green is David Bach, author of Go Green, Live Rich, 50 Simple Ways to Save the Earth. David, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's great to be here. It's my pleasure.
So tell us, let's kick things off. What is a real problem facing us all in this world right now?
Well, a huge problem with the environment is that we're creating a ton of garbage. And one of the biggest sources of garbage is actually plastic, because the bulk of plastic is not recycled. In fact, we only recycle 7% right now. So what's happening is we're creating 60 billion pounds of plastic.
I can't even imagine how much that is.
It would fill up 82 Empire State Buildings.
Wow.
Just to kind of put that like visually in perspective. So we need to figure out how to use less plastic, and that's one of the things I'm here to talk about today.
So speaking of talking, you're representing Arm & Hammer today. Talk to us a little bit about the history of Arm & Hammer and some of the more significant environmental accomplishments.
Yeah, well, I'd love to. Well, Arm & Hammer is a company that we've all grown up with. We know their products. We love them. I mean, over 100 years ago, when they created this product, they created it with natural ingredients. They've been a huge proponent. Back in 1970, Earth Day came out. Most people think Earth Day is recent, but Earth Day started in 1970. They were the first sponsor of it. They've done so much on the environment. One of the things they did in 1987 was they actually helped clean the Statue of Liberty. People don't know that with their commercial baking soda product.
So David, what has Arm & Hammer done over the years with their products to make them environmentally sensible?
When you go back and look at baking soda, that product we grew up with, the packaging, they use recycled paper 100 years ago. Now, companies weren't thinking about the environment 100 years ago, so they were.
Way ahead.
So that's really kind of made them a pioneer. In 1970, they came up with a laundry detergent that's phosphate-free.
Wow.
Yeah, non-polluting. So, again, thinking about the environment decades ago.
Helping the environment, and no doubt we all have to put our part, whether young or old. Recycling plays a huge part. But what can you tell me about recycling that'll help me change my view about it? Because sometimes it can become a chore. Well,
I think one of the things you can do when you buy cleaning products is think about the packaging. So like when you look at Arm & Hammer's Essentials, because you're going to use less plastic, you actually have less that you have to recycle. So that's a great place to start. Again, this packaging, if you use an Arm & Hammer Essentials cleaning product and you use this bottle for the 7 times that they recommend with these little cartridges, you're going to cut down the amount of plastic that your family's creating by 80%. And then again, once you run through the product, you use the refillable cartridges, which come in packages of 2 like this, and you can use this for up to 2 years, 7 times.
You're saving more and wasting less. How does it work exactly?
Really simple. Again, when you go in the stores, you'll notice this because it's the first time you're going to see a cleaning product with nothing in it.
You'll be like, what is that?
You know, so you'll notice this really kind of sticks out. You'll take this home, you take this little cartridge, you fill it up with water, you turn it on like a little twist here at the top, and poof, you're finished. It's actually really cool. And what they've done is they've created 3 different products. Now, I use the Essentials multi-surface product on just about everything other than wood. This product is amazing. I've tested all the green cleaning products. This is the best one.
It smells great.
It smells great. It's the best one I've honestly ever used, and I'm a fanatical when it comes to cleaning. This is their glass product, and this is their product for the stove. You know, if you've got grease, it's their degreaser product. So they've created a whole line for the entire really household. And again, the things I love about it, really simple. It's 1, good for the planet, which is healthier for your family. It saves you money. And you're cutting down the plastic that we're creating right now in this not just this country, but really in the world.
Where can they go for more information?
Oh, really easy. They can go to Arm & Hammer's website, which is armandhammeressentials.com. All the information on these products are on there.
David, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for putting into perspective how Arm & Hammer has become a premier brand in our home.
Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Anyone who's ever had an asthma attack knows it is a frightening feeling. Your chest suddenly starts to tighten and you just can't get enough oxygen. It's a condition that affects millions of children and adults, but a revolutionary new medical technology could help many of us breathe easier. Here to tell us about it is Allergist Dr. Neal from Madison, Wisconsin, and Nancy Sanders, president of Mothers of Asthmatics. Thank you both for being here. Good morning.
Thank you.
Doctor, tell us about asthma and how it affects the body.
Sure. So asthma is a common chronic problem that's caused by inflammation inside the lungs. That inflammation leads to swelling inside the tubes that carry air to our lungs, as well as mucus production and tightness of the muscles that surround those tubes. Ultimately, all of those things, that inflammation, results in the symptoms we see: cough, wheeze, shortness of breath.
I see ads on TV all the time advertising prescription drugs that should help with asthma. How do they work?
Most of the medicines that you see advertised on TV are what we call controller medicines. They work by reducing the inflammation, and most commonly they contain a medicine called an inhaled steroid. These medicines are really meant to be used on a daily basis to control and reduce that inflammation. Ultimately, we'd like to be able to measure that inflammation so that we know which patients need those medications and which patients don't need those medications.
And Nancy, you founded this great organization. You're a mother of 4, and 3 of your children suffer from asthma, so this is something you know all too well. What's the message you want your organization to get out?
I founded Mothers of Asthmatics to help families understand that asthma can be very well controlled and how to do it. You know, there's 22 million families, or 22 million people who have asthma. 6 million of those are children. And you know, asthma is serious, and most people don't really realize that 11 people die of asthma every single day, and most of these are needless deaths. So we're here to help families understand what their options are and how to use them in their daily lives.
All right, doctor, you mentioned options. I understand there's a revolutionary new technology that's available right now that can help doctors treat this disease.
This new technology called the Niax Mino measures that inflammation inside the lungs and allows doctors to specifically look and determine whether patients need the medications, whether they need more medicine, less medicine, and in some cases it actually allows us to take patients who've been treated and may have had asthma off their medicines.
That's great. Show us how it works.
What we will have a patient do is they'll come into the office, they blow out all of their air, they take a deep breath in, they blow out slowly and steadily for about 10 seconds, and then the machine does the rest of the work. It gives us a number, and we know whether there's a lot of inflammation or a little bit of inflammation.
Simple, very
lungs.
user-friendly. We saw a 7-year-old boy using it. He does not seem afraid of the device whatsoever.
No, not at all. You know, a lot of kids find it to be like a video game. They think it's a lot of fun and easy to perform.
Nancy, if this technology would have been out years ago, how much easier would your life have been?
If this technology had been available, that would have made our lives more strategic, more specific. You know, there is no one medication that is going to cure or control asthma. It is using technology, using the information that is available about these medications strategically. Now we have a way of doing that.
So where can we go for more information, Nancy?
Well, go to breatherville.org to learn more about our organization, but go to niaxmino.com to learn more about the device.
Nancy, doctor, thank you so much. And thank you for bringing us this revolutionary new technology that I'm sure is going to help out so many people.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for being here. The measure of our impact on the Earth is called our carbon footprint because carbon dioxide is the most common greenhouse gas. Calculate your impact in about 3 minutes at earthlab.com/carbon profile, then take steps to lower your score. We can all do better than what we're doing now to help stop global warming. So take action.
Well, according to the American Heritage Dictionary, the word hobby means an activity or interest pursued outside one's regular occupation and engaged in primarily for pleasure. But you might not have known this, that owning and taking care of a pet is technically a hobby. And did you know that the reptile hobby is worth billions to the U.S. economy and affects millions of homes? Now that's a lot of reptiles.
Kathy, no kidding. And here today to help us understand the benefits of this hobby is Sean Hefflick, president of the Central Florida Herpetological Society, and his wife, Jennifer. Good morning.
Hi,
Thank
good
you so
morning.
much for joining us. Sean, Herpetology, that's a pretty big word. Now tell us what that means and what the CFHS does.
Well, herpetology is a branch of zoology that deals with reptiles and amphibians, which are lizards, snakes, crocodiles, turtles, frogs, newts, and the like. And what Central Florida Herp Society does, we educate the masses about these animals.
What's it like being married to this guy, a herpetologist, and also an advocate for bringing in more women involved in this type of hobby?
Well, I'll have to say, before I met Sean, I never thought about having a reptile as a pet. But over the last 20 years, he's introduced me to some beautiful animals, and I've really grown to love them a lot. Despite all the movies that they tell us to be scared, they're just a great pet. And so I do encourage women to get out there and learn about them and try them out.
This
And
guy,
it's easy.
He's such a, he's coming
He
at
likes you.
He
He likes
I
you.
think he does.
Now, do you have to bathe them? Do you bathe them?
I do spritz him every day with water. He's a desert dweller.
Okay, so what do we have here? Talk to us a little bit about these guys.
Sure,
and gals.
let's start over here. This is an African ball python. And these make great pets for kids. They're docile. This they don't get much bigger than this.
He's
About
not that
4.5
big, is
feet.
he?
No, not at all.
No, let's see.
And he's not slimy. He's soft. Makes a great pet. You can check him out.
That's pretty cool.
Outstanding. They're not hard to take care of. They don't take big cages. Great pet for
Not a lot of
kids.
noise.
Okay, and this colorful creature, the little bearded dragon, I'm
is.
just so attracted to him.
He's
He
handsome,
likes
isn't he?
you. He likes you.
Australian
does.
bearded dragon. Desert dwellers. They take, again, a relatively small cage. Easy to take care of. They eat vegetables, fruits, mealworms, crickets. Very easy to take care of. They make a canned food for these guys to make it real easy. And this is an Amazon leaf frog. And you look at how he's going to pose.
Wow.
Oh, look at those feet.
Quite magnificent coloration. I'll get him here. You can see
Wow,
him.
those are some yellow
And-
gloves he's got
Okay,
on
down
there.
here, please.
And, whoa! And that's what they do. They climb around the trees and they hop around. And,
Kids must love that. They have so much fun with him.
well, they do, but you got to be careful on these because small kids put them in their mouth. So not a great pet for little kids, but for teenagers and above, outstanding pet, easy to take care
That
of.
brings to mind, what kind of qualities do we need to have? And if we do have small children around, what do we need to consider?
For each animal, there's a different set. Like this one, great for small kids, small enclosures. The smaller the child, the more oversight or the more that the parent needs to kind of help them out with the feeding and the care and that. Get with a vet that knows how to take care of it. Do your homework beforehand. Eats rats, you got to know that. But they
How
don't
long
get
does it
big.
live?
25 to 30 years, so you're going to have it a while.
Wow.
Bearded dragon, 8, 10, 15 years
Yeah,
longevity.
about the same as a dog.
Yeah, right. And easy to take care of. Small children, they're really teeny when they hatch out, so you can kind of grow your kid up with
Uh-oh.
And they're affordable too. Can you tell us where we can get more information?
it. I can. ReptilesTV.com is a magnificent source of information for all of these things.
Right.
People, don't be scared. I'm holding it. So,
Yeah,
so
and
can
I'm
you.
petting it.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You're
This was
welcome. Thanks
great.
for having us.
Home, health, career, whatever topic is on your mind, just go to thebalancingact.com. Our website is packed with information that's sure to help make your life a whole lot easier.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm Kathy Peterson. You know, growing up, I remember spending so much time in my backyard. I could hang out there for hours on my swing, play with my dog, and catch fireflies at night. For kids growing up today, though, things just seem to be a bit different with all the plugged-in activities that exist. As we think about our children's well-being, it's important to consider the positive impact that outdoor activities have over their development. Studies show that outdoor playtime helps motivate kids' social skills, fitness, and imagination. So moms, you might want to rethink your backyards. Joining us today is Lexanne Taylor with Backyard Adventures, a company focused on ramping up your backyards for good quality playtime. Welcome, Lexanne.
Thank you.
You know, it really saddens me that kids really spend too much time indoors today, and it's really important for their development to be outside.
Absolutely. I know that, you know, as a child, I played, and there weren't all of the video games necessarily, or the iPods, or all of the things that that kids today tend to stay plugged
Right.
into. So, yeah, it is sad.
Tell me a little bit about Backyard Adventures.
Wow, Backyard Adventures has wooden play sets that are so versatile and so customizable that we can create any type of play set for any family.
That's awesome. You said customizable, so I can actually create my own backyard playground.
You do. You don't go in and have to pick up a box. You get to tell us what you like, or we actually can recommend things that are perfect for your backyard, the age of your children, and your budget.
And they're durable, beautiful, and
Absolutely.
just plain fun to play around on, right?
They are. They are beautiful, and they last. They carry a limited lifetime warranty. So
That's
it's
good to know.
It's something that sticks around for a lot of years.
That's great. Okay, so what's it going to cost me to build one of these?
You know, it depends. It depends on what you choose, but I would say anywhere between $2,000 and up.
Okay.
It'll go up.
And what
from there.
types do you have?
You know, we have 4 different types of play sets. We have what we call the Treehouse series, the Mountain series, the Jurassic series, and the Explorer series. And from that, certain accessories may complement that particular play set more so than the next.
Okay, great. Well, I think we're going to take a look at some backyard adventure video.
Good.
And see some of the play sets.
Good.
These look like so much fun to play on. They look like they're safe and a great investment. What else can you tell me about them?
You know, the durability of them, the limited lifetime warranty that they carry, it's a great product.
All right, now where do we find out more about them?
You can visit us at www.backyardadventures.com.
Okay.
There is a dealer locator on there, and I encourage you to visit a dealer in your area.
Wonderful. Listen, it was great having you here.
Thank
It was
you.
a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing on the set when it gets built.
Good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Did you know that honey and sugar aren't the only natural sweeteners? The FDA says high fructose corn syrup also meets their definition of natural. High fructose corn syrup is made from corn and contains no artificial or synthetic ingredients or color additives. To learn more, go to sweetsurprise.com.
Join our online community by logging on to thebalancingact.com and clicking on the Multiply banner. Interact with the show producers, discuss features you've seen, and you'll have some great conversation starters.
Well, ask the average American what they consider essential to getting through their day, and most will answer their cell phone, their morning coffee, or internet access. But according to a new survey, a kiss should be on that list as well. Here with the results of that new smooching survey is William Kane, a cultural anthropologist who's got a book and a DVD dedicated to the art of kissing. Welcome, William.
What a pleasure to talk to you about this subject.
Well, thanks so much for being here with us this morning on The Balancing Act. And so I got to ask you, why did you decide to do research on kissing?
I have researched kissing because I have personally been interested in it, and I admit that. I wanted to find out more about what people do, and I still want to find out more. So I was very excited to partner with Nivea Lip Care this summer and do a nationwide survey finding out the latest and the greatest, and was delighted to find out that people are kissing more than ever and enjoying it more. 62% of people kiss their friend hello or goodbye. 18% of people report kissing strangers hello. 13% of people are kissing in the workplace. And 45% of people say kissing boosts their spirit. It makes them feel great, and it elevates their mood for the entire day.
Well, that was my next question. Tell us what kind of juicy things you found out in your nationwide kissing survey.
Well, one of the things we found out in the survey was that people in different parts of the country have a slightly different approach to kissing. For example, in the South, you'll find people more comfortable with public kissing and public displays of affection. In the Northeast and the West Coast, you will find people a little more aggressive with initiating kisses. And in the Southwest, you'll find people who report that they have more names for kissing, like they call it necking, making out, and snuggling, and things of that nature. So they're more verbal, perhaps you might say, about kissing.
Well, what's the most popular kiss people use?
There's no question, Danielle, that the most popular kiss is the most intimate kiss, and that's the kiss that involves the tongue. We call it the French kiss. And it involves, naturally, a very intimate connection between you and your partner. Men and women report that they like this.
All right, well, give us some kissing do's and don'ts.
You do want to have great-looking lips. You want to have fresh breath. and you don't want to bite too hard into your partner and make them yell.
All right, now I heard that kissing can help improve your health and even help you lose weight. If that's true, you gotta tell me how that works.
Well, on NiveauSA.com, we show how kissing can boost your endorphin levels and make you feel great.
All right, well, thank you for being here with us today and giving us some help with our kissing. I'll take this information home to my husband tonight.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your kissing experience.
A warm bath before bed can relieve muscle tension, ease aching joints, and help you get a good night's sleep. Find a certified massage therapist and go ahead and treat yourself. The benefits of massage may include decreased pain and increased circulation, energy, and flexibility. And it feels great.
I'm Maribel Rodriguez, and thanks for joining us on The Balancing Act. Tomorrow, Olympic gold medalist Bonnie Blair is here for some girl talk, but it isn't gossip. It's important medical information about conditions that could affect most of us. Plus, if you think going green is way too complicated and way too expensive, well, think again. We'll show you some household products that can make it easy and affordable. See you soon.